A lot of things is going to happen, and particularly that changing of the focus. We have a lot of the things that changing up in the sky. A lot of energies, old energies, new energies, a lot of processing. Some people will win. What I'm talking about, some people will win. They are on that level of understandings that are they can navigate it through whatever it's going on. Some people cannot navigate it through this, and they are gonna be kind of like feel like a losers in a way, kind of like a losing things. Doesn't matter what is. But the whole process is going to be driven by Mars and Venus. Okay, we are going to have some very interesting moments for us. This is going to be some very particular because Mars and Venus they are pointing out towards what? Towards the North Node, and the solution is going to be the authority. Okay, even though that the moon it's going to have the power in Pisces, which is in a way the moon it's going to be kind of like the balancing the psyche, particularly the psyche within us. It's going to take you tremendous amount of attentions, pressures to handle it in there, particularly with this full moon is going to be some very very powerful moments, and with that energies we're going to see how we are going to be reacting. But what we're going to be reacting is depending of the moon. Why? That is the energy of the focus. That is the intuition is leading you where. So if the intuition comes from your soul, the intuition is going to be leading you in a proper way, and you're going to be looking not only the desires that come from the lower self, you're also going to be looking at that intuition, the little voice that usually don't listen, that is always right, right? Hi, Nimira, glad to see you here. So in the next few days, we are going to be going through a lots of these changes because the moon, it's going to be going from Aquarius, she's going to be going into Pisces. I like, and with those energies in Aquarius is required constantly to be what? Inspired, doing something new, going on into the new ways, finding the new ways, innovating the new ways in there. So for those reasons, we may gonna feel like you're falling off of certain things, like a lack of inspirations to do things. You may gonna feel a little bit all this that is gonna be coming up. So it all depends of what is your personal planet. Hey, Lack, I cannot pull your chart right now because I'm doing live and I'm gonna be doing 3 days ahead because I'm traveling. I'm gonna be the next time I'm gonna be doing some astrology report. I'm gonna be on the other side of the world, which is gonna be at Australia. I'm gonna be traveling tomorrow to Hong Kong. So that's the reason I'm doing the 3 chart. If you want any particular situations, email me your data into astroviber1111 at gmail.com and a question that you have for you, and I can write you back. Okay. All right. So with that being said, here I'm gonna go ahead and start it because we have some lot of informations for you guys. Okay, particularly we're talking about that right now today because already past midnight on the 5th at 7 o'clock in the morning we are going to see that the moon is going to be at the 10 degrees of Aquarius. She's going to be beginning the opposing Venus. This is going to be the oh, I don't love this, I don't love that, that is not the way. You're gonna facing the ego of the love. You're gonna be learning properly to make the differences between indulgence and love, because a lot of the people mix those two, and when they mix those two, when it comes time to understand real love, they don't know what that is. Okay. That's is gonna be over pretty much within the day. This energy is gonna be increasing later on. We're gonna be seeing that the moon and the Pluto is gonna be acting very much within Aquarius energies. The one is gonna be showing you the future. The other one is gonna be set back, review, revise. Okay, don't make the same mistakes the way it was. So those moments in there gotta pay very much attention how you organize yourself, because as I said, the sun is preparing itself to be the solution of finding the problems from the past to be resolved once and for all. Can we be able to do it though? And that's what I said. Some people will do it, some people will not gonna do it, and that is it. All depends of how strong your psyche is, because it's gonna happen a lot of going on into Pisces, particularly that Saturn came back in Pisces. 9 o'clock energy, the ascendant is gonna be at Libra. The inner work is gonna be with Jupiter. Again, this immaturity within the masculine. Pay attention to this, because that is going to be also that is our actions, but Mars has been looking at particularly towards the North Node. He's also focused on this, and now he's waiting for the moon, for the intuitions to get there, to say, okay, I'm going to be acting on the base of the soul, not that situations the way it is. Whatever I'm going to feel in my soul, that's what I know. I'm going to have to make a balance and organize myself in order with that. Okay? Because we're going to have some yacht that it comes in from Venus and Mars towards the North Node. And that is a, when you take in the feminine and the masculine energies, they are pointing out the tip. Okay? And when pointing out the tip, the resolution is going to be right in the middle in there. Hi, Sammy. Glad to see you here. So these energies, we also have to be very mindful about Lilith. Lilith is still at Scorpio. That's what you feel a little bit into the shadow, because Jupiter can give the power of the shadow in Lilith. But as I said, you got to be very careful. Are you putting the shadow, you keep things in the shadow, or you taking the things within the shadow and bring it in? Because the shadow will try what? To do what has always been done. Which is mean what? To hide the things in there. So this life is about is an energy astrology report team. Okay. All right, 1 o'clock. This is going to be at the 5th again. Just so you guys know, it's going to be require some healing. A lot of that energies. The inner work is going to be more focused with an authority at 1 o'clock. That is going to be when you going to see how the moon and Jupiter is going to be affecting within the authority, because Jupiter is going to be sending 150 degrees from Cancer's energies towards the moon. That's going to be a yacht, and we're going to see the inner work with the sun is going to be acting within the moon. But at the same time, we have Pluto and Saturn and Neptune pointing a yacht towards Mercury. So a lot of going on, a lot of things that it's going to be coming in for it. And pay attention how you're going to be processing your psychic energies that are going to be affecting with what you need to organize in the material world, which is mean this is going to be coming from Pisces towards Virgo. Okay, so that is going to be interesting for a lot of people, because we're going to have to evolve, right? Because if we don't evolve, what are we came here for, right? Just to eat, drink, sleep, and write. You know what I mean, and so on. Hi, 3 o'clock. Very, very interesting moments is gonna come with an actions in there. You're gonna feel like the proper actions on Earth has to be made. The proper situations. We're gonna have some very beautiful pentagram that it's gonna be coming towards us, and that's how it's gonna be look. Okay, it's gonna be affecting everybody. Okay. Currently, we are pretty much covering, with the ascendant and the inner work. We're pretty much going to be getting some planets pretty much in every place. The only exception is basically Sag and Capricorn, but the rest of them pretty much are covered there, even in the form with Taurus in there. All right, 4 o'clock. That is going to be more energies that's going to be focused within the true Lilith. That's going to be going towards Uranus. Certain changes. Okay, what happens when you don't know certain truths? You're acting differently, right? But when you find the right truths, then the things are beginning to change, and that's what the energies is going to be calling you to change within yourself and your surrounding, and need to change the right things within you. Some of those situations, yes, they are triggered from the transformations, the need of the transformations in life. You maybe feel like something is not okay within you, something is not okay with the people around, something is not okay with your partner, right? A lot of challenges all over because of the paradigms that we were taught where we need to go, where we need to be, what we need to do, how we need to do it, and all the programs that are controlled from others towards us. So outside events, people, situations tries to control on us, while we have to go ahead and finding ourselves out and then begin to perform an outside world. Okay, you haven't found yourself now. That's what this push, this energy is going to be. And some people really going to be making incredible things, finding your own self. All right, 5 o'clock in there, the midheaven is going to be with the mean Lilith. It's got its own purpose. Okay, so if you hiding things, the hiding things is going to grow. If you're expressing the things outwards, with particularly with others and particularly with material situations, the things can help you to get into the new place, the where you go, right? You're working towards your new self. Just so you know that by going into the new self in there, this is going to be also required that you're going to missing some stuff from your old self. Okay. Hi, Marina. Happy birthday to you. Wish you a happy birthday. All right, 7 p.m. The ascendant is going to be with the moon. The moon right now is going to beginning to the under those energies right now that we are going to be seeing it from Jupiter and the sun. That's going to be pointing like you need to grow, you need to work with the authority, you need to getting within those, and the solution is going to be a Venus. Okay. So it all depends of, as I said, you to learn what is love and what is indulgence. Okay, go ahead, search it. There is a lot of articles out there. In there, just don't communicate with ChatGPT and you think it's a people. Okay, we have a lot of people who are already going out and they think that ChatGPT by talking and communicating with it is the greatest things to do. It's not it. Talk to people. Okay. All right. At 8 p.m., the ascendant is going to be with Saturn. A lot of this Changes is gonna come. You're gonna feel these headaches. It's like I'm going back into the spiritual world. I'm going to back to the church. I gotta go back to the temple. You have to go back into who is the temple, is you. Okay, have to go back into your soul. You wanted to change the world. You wanted to make the world. You wanted to make all the money in the world, and so on and so on. Did you sold your soul in order to achieve all this? Did you lost yourself when you did all this, right? And now Saturn, it says like you're here for different purpose. I'm the karmic ruler. I'm going to be remind you about things. So a lot of those energies you can also experiencing connections with grandparents, great grandparents. Happened to this guy here. That's what I'm talking to you from personal experience on that. So you're going to be seeing some energies that are going to be coming in and remind you about certain things. So if you finish the job, the karmic situations, the healing the bloodline, you're going to be winning big time on this. Okay? But you're like, oh, why should I have to feel this? Why I have to follow, why I have to be like my parents and so on and so on. Why I have to look at it to my grandparents. What the heck? What is this thinking of my head? And so on and so on. You basically not going to be able, because those things are coming to you to fix your life. Okay, you need to fix your life so it can be much better in the future that you're going. All right, 10 o'clock it's coming. The ascendant is going to be with Uranus. Very powerful changes. It's coming in there. This is going to be focused on the point of the truth, because right now when you know the truth, you're going to be able to make the greatest changes. The inner work is going to be with Pluto. Very powerful moments of transformations, but be mindful of unhealed patterns within your own self. And at 11 o'clock, the energy is going to be all over the place again. The inner work is going to be at Aquarius. Remind you about the day that the moon is already passed through this. The moon it still is going to be opposing Venus. And those energies of Venus is going to be coming in too strong, right? But right now, who's got the upper hand is the moon. So before you go to bed, tell to yourself that you love yourself. Go there, it says like, I'm going to be changing for good, for better. Go write it on a piece of paper. It's like, I want to be this, I want to be that, I want to get it. And put it in a place that you are going to see it every day. And watch the things how transform. All right. Over the midnight, we are going to start having this energy with Venus and Mars towards the North Node. There, we are going to be seeing it very, very powerful. That it's going to be coming in the next day, which is going to be the 6th of September at 7 o'clock in the morning. We are going to have the moon pretty much start exiting Aquarius. But that yacht from Mars and Venus is going to be pointing out towards the North Node, where we are pretty much very close. It's going to be only like a 2 degrees. Thank God it's not exact, because if it's exact, this full moon, I don't think so. Some people will handle that. Okay. Sometimes you gotta be careful what we are saying it, but those energies, they're not gonna be, easy. Okay. With those energies in there, hey son, I'm not actually doing astro-political geography to see how that, because I don't have the Bangladesh chart to tell you what is going to be seeing it, what is going to be happened in there. Just doing a live report for the next 3 days. So I cannot help you to do this right now. Great question, but is out of the moment of this live. All right. 8 o'clock in the morning, we are going to see some intensified energies across Saturn. in there, the inner work that's going to beginning with Cancer is going to be challenging Pluto. And Pluto is like you can't do the same thing your parents did. You can't do the same family situations you grow up. You need to change. Okay, you need to transform. You have to find new ways. But what is the new way? You have to make it. Where there is no way, you're the one who have to make it. And I'm going to help you to get there. As long as you're focused on your transformations, that's what you need to be looking more towards you. All right, 9 o'clock is going to be some very calm down energies. The energies is not going to be that kind of like all over the place. You're going to be seeing it within you. That's how pretty much is looking at. Okay. So here is we seeing a Venus that's got this green line. It's divine energies towards the North Node. And Mars, it's currently supplies all that. Okay. So we have also this grand trine that Lilith is helping. And we have this kite up here. And everything is leading here to the North Node. But this is where we are going to be finding the full moon. That's where the moon is going to be. Okay, gonna be come back to this chart again in a little bit, so stay tuned on that because the changes is gonna be coming in. All right, 10 o'clock Mars is coming in there. Very, very interesting, powerful energies. Hopefully you are going to be able to put your actions in place. Okay, put the actions in place. The moon is going to be very much entwined with Mars, and she's going to be sextiling Chiron, and that energy is going to be helping us that we need to heal. You know, the things that you're going to heal in there, it is going to happen because you're accepting the new reality as it is, and you healing this hold on to the old stuff. You're understanding that it's that movement is the right thing. Okay, I mean, let's say for example, you love to have your tape player, but there is the CDs came out. Now you have to let go of the tape players and use the CDs. But then the thumb drives comes out, and now you have to let it go of the what of the CDs, right? So that's what the improvement is. You're learning in there to let it go of the things that you kind of like loved, right? All right, the truth is going to be coming out in at 11 o'clock. Pay attention. Maybe there's going to be some very important news. Here's an interesting thing you're going to be hearing about this. That is going to be coming from Vertex, Uranus, and the Earth, pointing out towards the true Lilith, which she is going to be kind of like entering back Libra. It's going to be in the first degree of Scorpio. She's like, just a little bit in there because she's like, some things of the shadow don't make a balance. I have to go ahead and see why there is no balance. But in order to find a balance, I have to know what the balance is. And some of you is going to be feeling like I'm out of balance. I'm disfocused. I'm this. Why I'm not. Why I'm not. Okay. Pay attention to the triggers because the triggers is going to be telling you go deep. Okay. Because the trigger is in the surface. But why do you allowing that trigger? Why did that happen? It's buried underneath. And Scorpio's energies, right? Talking about that Scorpio's energies, the next hour, which is going to be at 12 o'clock, we are going to have this Lilith again to remind you that Venus is squaring Lilith. Venus does not like in that shadow. And this is that fatal attraction between Scorpios and Leo, right? They can do a great, achieve a great things, but when they becomes an enemies, God bless your soul, they're enemies for life, centuries, lifetimes, and so on and so on. The next hour, the thing is going to be a little bit better, but the sun right now is taking a chart and is like, I want to organize the way that the old ways was, except don't accepting the new things. And they say, well, we can't organize because the world moved forward. Cannot have the old ways. You need to change the old ways. And this changing of the old ways is going to come out very strong very powerful. Be mindful if you have anything within the end of Virgo, beginning of Libra, particularly on that cusp, because you have an oppositions with Saturn and Neptune. Just to give you a little heads up, Saturn and Neptune. Saturn is more about a karmic ruler, that he's the guilt tripping. Okay, so he can create a lot of energies that is going to send you in the past and so on and so on. Neptune can give you the visions, the dreams, the drive of the way you have to do it. But also Neptune can lead you to the worst illusions you ever had. So the only thing you need to do is stay grounded, trusting the sun, the authority, you to be like this, I mean, mountain in the middle of the sea. Okay, so it doesn't matter how strong the sea is, it cannot move the mountain. Okay, all right. Keeping on going. 3 o'clock, the energy is going to be with Mars. It's going to be require some kind of like an actions, and those who are working on the actions of evolutions, those are the people who are actually they're going to be doing the proper ways. Mars is currently sextile with Venus, and Mars is also sextile with the ascendant that is at the Sag in there. So yeah, you're gonna have to take a look within the situations that it is within you. Nimira, if your sun is at Virgo at okay, at 20th of September in there, your sun is probably at the 28th degrees of Virgo, so you're going to be experiencing a lots of stuff, particularly organizing here in the head, in the spirit, in the soul. And you're probably going to be feeling like, oh my God, I want to escape this world. I want to go to a hermit mode, maybe become a nun. And I don't want to talk with other people, but I know I have to go out there and do what am I supposed to do. So you may going to experience some lots of situations, particularly right now. All right, 4 o'clock. That is going to be one of the truth is going to comes out pretty strong. Again, you're going to be acting on this. The moon, it is about pretty much the end of Aquarius. She's going to be trying to get the last pieces. Is like, okay, I'm getting the last pieces for this puzzle, for these portions of the puzzle that I need to put in. Okay, I'm going to pretty much to solve the halfway the puzzle of the lesson of the new moon of Virgo, right? Because right now I'm putting these pieces together and I can see this picture. That's what is. So if Nimira, if it's in the seventh house, relationships, you are gonna be looking at particularly within the relationships of how the things will be within yourself and so on, and that energies right there is, should I go with my partner, should I let it go of my partner, is I'm good fit for a relationship, and so on and so on. And it's going to be asking you and challenge you to find a new way. Okay, that doesn't mean new partner, find a new way. Okay. All right, a lot of the shadow is going to coming out in there, particularly within the feminine energies. Be mindful about that, that it's coming from the square with Lilith, with Venus, and the inner work at 5 p.m. Is going to be some exactly active with that. All right, the next hour, this is going to be at 6 p.m. Pluto is going to be in the ascendant, but it squares the truth and Chiron. Okay, some people is not going to be healing, not because they don't learn about the truth. It's because of the lack of ignorance. Become a truth seeker, and there is nothing you can do about it. It doesn't matter if the energy is going to be there to change them. It doesn't matter if the energy is going to be calling within the soul. Some people cannot change, not because of you, not because of the energies. It's because of their own selves, right? Their own internal ignorance, okay? Because that what they are stuck in there. Well, that stuckiness is gonna come out one way or another. It's gonna be trigger them, but what they're going to do with the inner work, it's up to them. But in the next hour, this is gonna be at 7 p.m. We're gonna see the moon. It's gonna be already shifting in Pisces. It's already moving into this energies of the duality. This is going to be some energy of okay, I got so much stubbornness and I'm just so tough, as all Aquarius are. When Aquarius says like I'm making revolutions, they're making it. Okay, but they have to go twice, to the store before they buy things. Now the moon it's in the duality sign in there. Those are the mutable signs. At Pisces right now, that energy is gonna be like I see the changes, but I don't like the changes. And Uranus is like I don't care if you like changes or not. Generations before you, they don't like changes either, but they changed. Generations before you didn't know what the internet is. Now they know, right? So pretty much everyone is right now within the new technology, but they forgot about their soul, right? And Saturn is here to remind you. Saturn is going to be really kicking a butt in the next 3 months. So it's going to be really breaking up within the consciousness, within the people, and some people, it is what it is. All right. 8 p.m. The ascendant is going to be within areas very powerful in there you to develop within yourself to give this power of the fire from within you. The inner work is going to be at Capricorn, and here we're going to see some very kind of like energies like, oh, okay, I want to do the job, but I don't really have the power. Why I don't have the power? You don't have the power because you don't learn properly. That's the reason you don't have the power. Okay. All right. 9 o'clock p.m. The inner work is still going to be at Capricorn. You may be going to be thinking about job, or all of a sudden you're out there and it's like, how can you be on service of others? How can I grow this family? How can I achieve all this? How can I remove this shadow? How can I become this truth? And so on and so on. So much is going to be going with that point. Well, at 10 o'clock, we're going to be have the energies with Pluto. Very beautiful, very powerful energy. I mean, for those who following the right path and understanding how the planet's affecting the subconsciousness, and from the subconsciousness, you listen it with your consciousness. Now you're going to be developing what? You are going to be awakened to aware of the consequences of your actions. Basically, you will understand and practicing the law of karma. Okay, that's what Saturn wants. Okay, that's what Saturn wants. All right. Okay, 11 o'clock, midheaven is going to be at Aquarius. The inner work is going to be at Gemini. This is going to be create some challenges, particularly with the people of surrounding around you. That is also is going to be including like brothers, sisters, energies in there. That is going to be a T-squaring the knots, T-squaring the sun. Your authority is going to be under that, what? Under that pressure. Okay. All right. And that will be the report for the 6th and the 7th. Okay, at 7 o'clock in the morning, we already is going to beginning to feel the pressure of the full moon. Okay, here what the pressure is going to be look like. You see all those red lines. So we have some Mercury, the Sun, the North Node, and the Ascendant. They are going to be facing right here the Moon, the North Node, Saturn, and Neptune right here. And as you see it, this beautiful yacht, right? These green lines, they made it from Mars and they made it from Venus. And that's what we are have to understand the proper way of the masculine and the feminine energies within you. All right. So, beginning to talk about with this energy is going to be more intensified at 8 o'clock. That the energy is going to be comes in and talk to us strongly. It's again these family patterns. The thing is going to get hot, very hot, but they're going to be cool off in the next hour, which is going to be at 9 o'clock in the morning. Mars is going to have some challenges with all this, so I'm really suggesting you at 10 o'clock to pay really the attention because at 10 o'clock we're going to have some lots of threat that's coming towards us. Okay, and now since the ascendant and Mars are opposing Chiron, and we have the inner work of that it's opposing Pluto. That is it. I don't want to change. I don't want to make these actions. I don't want the others to force me to make the actions. Okay? So stay away from premature actions. And you're going to see in the next hour, the energy is just going to be just totally changed. Okay? But you still, Pluto is going to be asking you, find the truth. You're going to find the true healing within you. All right, 12 o'clock is going to be some starting to have more calm down energies, but 1 o'clock, this is going to be one of the energies you really want to be kind of like worry about it. Don't go and have some things that you want to do with documents, government, and so on and so on, or having these intense conversations with your boss, okay, or someone who is in a higher level within you. All right, you ain't gonna do much great in there, okay, because you may acting in the old world because right now the moon it is opposing Mercury, okay. You can somebody can tell you something about you and then you're gonna be kind of like a blow off. Be mindful about this, okay? Just stay about grounded within this, and you beginning to understanding those energies. Later on at 2 o'clock, the energy is going to be calmed down a little bit, but at 3 o'clock, we are going to have some lots of this intensity that is going to come in, and those intensity, it's basically no way, Jose, you have to deal with it. The proper way it is, as I said, I'm going to give you the chart. Venus is going to be sending this love towards the North Node and the Moon. Then that energy is from the Moon and the North Node is going to be processed, and it's going to go to Mars, who is with the inner work up here. So the solutions right here, it's basically is going to be Mercury, okay, and the Sun. We're going to see some those energies here. How you're going to be talking about into your own self. How you going to do it, okay? Because this right here is very critical to be understood. There is a lot of changes that you have to look in yourself in there. Those moments they are gonna be really kicked in, but your actions, okay, if they are forming from the divine, you have no problem because when you make the decisions from soul, guess what? You don't have to disagree with anything else, and you're gonna have the internal peace within you. All right, that piece is gonna be shows up at 5 p.m. It's gonna be some very good positions at 6 p.m. Pluto is gonna come out and the ascendant is gonna be like, let me show you the changes. Let me show you what you missed to learn. Let me show you what you missed to transform. Okay, because I give you that energy. Okay, pretty much a year ago. Where were you been? What did you do a year ago, right? Were you pretty much in the same kind of like a positions, right? But right now we have a lot of consciousness that we need to look, a lot of ways to go back into the old ways in there. And that intensity is gonna comes in and tell us it's time for you to do your work. Okay? It's time for you to do your work. I very much be mindful about between the hours of 7 and 8. That is going to be basically pretty much the time when it's going to be the full moon. And here it is. Okay. Here, what it's going to happen. As I said, you're following the divine energies, which is they're going to be starting from Venus, and Venus is what? Ruling Libra, right? Who is in Libra? Mars. Mars is ruling who? Scorpio and Aries, right? So when we're looking at within those energies, Mars, we have to look at it. Why is he fighting Chiron? So in that case, what is going to be our solution? It is right here in the middle. Okay? And the sun is going to be what? I'm ruling Leo. So now we see that 15 degrees, because Venus, the sun, are at 15 degrees. Okay? They are at 15 degrees. Who is going to win? Authority, love, actions, intuition. Who's going to win? Right? It's you. Because all those energies, they are sub-particles from you. They are kind of like a sub-self. And when they are misaligned, you have to align them. And you have to match it with what the energies is telling you for you to align. All right, the next hour, that's going to be at pretty much at 9 o'clock. We're going to see Chiron is going to be playing a very interesting form of energies as the Pluto is going to come. You have to heal. Whatever you heal, you have to heal. What healing? Whatever it's your hurt. Okay? Some of the people ask me, like, why did all the spiritual people have no money? Well, they don't have no money because they pay more attention to the spiritual. They're missing the balance within the material world. Why so people are rich, but they don't getting into the spirit, right? And this is why there is misalignment. But you are probably a misalignment between yourself from within you. What is your things about intimacy, emotions, love, right? And those are the things that is going to come out and they're going to be knocking on your door. Look me up. You need to fix it. Okay? All right. 9 p.m. The inner work is going to be at Capricorn. Is going to be facing positions of Jupiter. If you grow, you will flow. If you grew, you'll be ready. When you're ready to become and have a family, you'll be ready. You will know it. If you're not, you know you're not. And those are some of the things that people will gonna be really look within themselves. And at 10 o'clock, we're going to see a Pluto is going to be with the inner work. He's going to be supporting Saturn, but he's not going to have pretty much nothing to do with what? He's not going to have nothing to do with the full moon. The full moon, it's going to be ruled within the intuitions that I know everything. Because the moon, it is what? It's going to be working on your psyche. But you need to understand the solution is found into the authority. And if you don't understand how the intuition and authority works, you're going to have a big challenges in there within you. Particularly that right now the moon wants to talk about the spirit, how the spirit in the situations is. And the Virgo is going to say it like, but the things is not perfect here in the earth. I don't care what happens up in the sky. And the whole learning lesson is going to be so above, so below. And if you are applying that so above and so below, you will understand where the misalignment is. Because if you have it above but you don't have it below, what's the situation? But if you have it below and you don't have it above, what is the situations? So when you have those two aligned, you will understand the principle of the way it works is between intuition and authority. Intuition operates from the need. We need this, we need that, that has to be done. Okay? And then it tells the authority, and authority is like, okay, I will question you, but I also have the solution because the authority is going to know the how. The bigger problem is when the intuition goes the need and it says the how. And that's what we have misalignment within ourselves. All right. And to finish it off, this is going to be at 11th p.m. This is going to be the time where the energies of the moon really is going to be kind of like a piled up at 11 o'clock because we are zipping up the ego, we're going to sleep, right? The energies is going to be all over the place. Hopefully you are not all over the place, okay? Because the energies are all over the place, so you can putting it together. Thinking about like the little pieces of a puzzle, they're all over the table, right? But you solve the halfway of the puzzle. You're already winning in there, but you haven't won the whole thing. Because we are going to have another 2 weeks until the moon. It's going to be pretty much meeting the sun again. And those who win, they win. Those who lose, they lose. But you're learning how to put the puzzle of life together. And that's what it's all matter. All right, guys. That's all I had for you. I'm sorry for the so much long astrology report. But I hope that this report helps you in your life. I want to say thank you guys for watching, clicking, like, shares, the subscribes, and much appreciation for the coffee. Much love to you. Good luck, and I will see you in a few days.